Hello everyone, Dan the Weatherman here. Hey, it looks like Mother Nature's really going to be changing her tune this week as far as the weather's concerned. Think of last week with high pressure, a bit like she's chilled out playing the classical music, and then this week all of a sudden she just cranks in with her electric guitar, she's playing the rock and roll, and things really start going, and there's lots of different things, not just from the Southern Ocean, but the tropics quite busy. We've of course got tropical cyclone Harold, Category 5, that's barreling its way across Vanuatu, and then bits and pieces of cloud here that are just coming through. We've got another low, a big cut-off low. I draw on the lines here. Of course, you look at the colours right off the bat and say, "Ooh, that's pretty." This is the satellite. This is the infrared satellite, meaning it's based on cloud temperature. When it's yellow, it's higher, it's colder. And I look at that and say, this is the more active part of the storm system. So you've got one system here, you've got another one there, and as you follow these lines that I put onto, those are lines in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, about 500 hectopascals, which show us where the actual engine room of steering for all the flow is. So if you follow that little thing there, this is an upper level trough, upper level low, another one there, flow is going around like that. So this is our incoming system here. It's providing cloud and already some patchy rain or showers into the far south and west of the country. New Zealand sitting here. It looks a bit more mottled. This lighter blue stuff here is just some low stratocumulus coming in with the return flow around our high that sits there, which is in this what we call ridge axis. With a cutoff low sitting here, that's kind of a brick wall. Everything that's coming through hits that and just fades. But that's why this system that is coming in, if you look at it, it's a bit piecemeal. There is one little small low developing here. This will be some cloud and some patchy rain moving into the west of the country. But then back behind it is an upper level low coming out of the Southern Ocean. This is a stream of cloud, mid and high level moisture coming off the troublemaker, the tropical cyclone Harold. And in between it isn't too bad. Let's have a close in look at Harold. So there it is. That's the top edge of it coming through. New Caledonia here. Vanuatu, yeah, right there. It's just churning along at only like a few kilometers per hour, tracking to the east-southeast. It's starting to get into perhaps some slightly less favorable air here, but that doesn't matter. It's already on the doorsteps of Vanuatu. Later on today into tonight, it's going to barrel its way across the Northern Islands. In particular, Luganville will probably bear the brunt of this thing. Wind gusts at the centre are up around 120 knots. That's over 200 kilometres per hour. This whole thing you can see through. So of course, on the northern side, you've got added forward direction. That's going to be your danger area. Swells and all that to spread through for the southern and western coast. Luganville, and as I say, watch out there. Port Vila further south, they'll be getting strong to severe gales. This whole thing will track through and then weaken. Elsewhere down the road, we'll see how it goes, but it's being steered by a broad upper level ridge in a good environment now, but in a couple of days' time it will start to weaken. Will it affect us? No, probably not, because of all those lines you saw. That keeps a steering upper level wind flow in a west to southwest direction for us, meaning we just have weather systems coming from down there. This is the photograph from space, the visible satellite, and you go, yeah, there's lots of cloud. There is. And we're getting cloud from different places. If you follow the wind arrows, see how they're going that way, and you've got some there. If you've noticed a bit more cloud to northern and eastern parts of the country, that's the flow coming around from that cut-off low. Cloudy to the east of the North Island, bit of a break, and then all this sheet of mid and high level cloud from the frontal system, and you might make out a pig's tail there. Small low, surge of moisture. It has brought some heavy rain to Fiordland, but the surges of energy will go through, and they're pretty weak, so they're short-lived. It's not like a big rainmaker. There is more energy to come through behind it to bring some wet weather. This is the day-to-day. So we have a frontal boundary moving in. There's that small little low. You've got a spell of some rain coming in. First surge there. The green and yellow is some heavier bursts of rain into Fiordland. But that will track through. A bit of patchy rain or showers creeps across Southland towards, say, parts of Otago. Further north and east, good west-nor'wester going on. And maybe a few showers again for Gisborne. Everywhere else, you might just in that flow coming around, east and northeast flow, a few showers eastern Northland and maybe northern parts of Auckland. Ridge axis, that's the surface high there, and there's your ridge axis. So that's going to track its way slowly through. It can't really move through with any grunt because of the blocking cut-off low, and of course the high. That's a surge of energy that's down to the southwest that'll track in tomorrow. And you look at the front, you go, it's sort of piecemeal. It is. So the front will track through. There will be a southwest change. That will move up the east of the country tomorrow, so you bring up showers to parts of South Canterbury, maybe Christchurch by the end of the day in the evening. Frontal boundary up the west coast moves further north. It brings some spells of rain, possibly heavy, but not loads. It is tracking through, and it's more spread out with the energy, and then you'll get this energy just igniting this system here to develop into a low that'll track eventually across the North Island Wednesday into Thursday as a spell of some rain. Not something wonderful, but at least it brings at least a chance for some rain. That will track through. Then we go back to high pressure, which starts off probably the Easter weekend, and then we have the Southern Ocean knocking on the door again with something more active in the sense of some wind and rain second half of the weekend. So it is kind of up and down. As I say, Mother Nature's changed her tune. The Southern Ocean and the jet stream's more active this week, and of course you know what's going on in the tropics, but that, as I say, that tropical troublemaker should stay to our north. So this is how the day looks today. More cloud, obviously Fiordland. You've got a bit more in the way of cloud spreading its way through towards parts of Southland. By the end of the day, to Dunedin, Queenstown gets some occasional rain. Up the west coast, it's a soaker of sorts. Further east, further north, you drive for the rest of the South Island. And only really a lot of cloud to the east coast, spells of cloud further north and east. Best of your sunshine is further west, Taranaki, and a few odd little showers here and there. Eastern Northland, north of Auckland, and also perhaps towards Gisborne. Let's get to Tuesday. What changes? Well, the band of rain does slowly work its way north up the west of the South Island. You'll slowly see it track as a southwest change up the east of the South Island through the course of the middle of the day into the afternoon. By the end of the day in the evening, we could see that risk for showers coming as far north as Christchurch, more likely a morning scenario for Invercargill, and then it works through Dunedin. Everywhere else you still drive because you've got the ridge axis, remember, and that will keep you that way until probably the, later Wednesday and Thursday when this frontal boundary then tracks through. So North Island for most, your rain chance is later Wednesday into Thursday, and then we quieten down and then we bring in a bit more wind and rain. And cooler weather as well does work in by the end of the week. But that's how it's looking for now. It's a bit more piecemeal of sorts, so if you are thinking, yeah, planning just a little bit of stretch your legs out and about next couple of days, there will still be some dry weather, but of course as fronts move in, they bring some cooler weather too, so you might be grabbing the extra layers in some places by the end of the week. That's the weather for now.